There was once a time in Pokemon history where spin-offs were like no other. There was just nothing you could tell what was going to come out. We had dashing, we had dungeoning, circling, but we had one very special game. Pokemon Conquest. This is the only official Pokemon strategy tactic game. Some might even call it Pokemon Fire Emblem. The general gist of the game is you're one of the 17 warlords on a continent called Ransai. There's a legend where if you unite all 17 kingdoms, you will meet the legendary Pokemon. So I set out on my conquest Halloween of last year, and due to the costume, we aptly named our warlord Niku.
But does this mean if I don't beat this today, every single time I have to wear this?
If you're interested in why this happened, you can check out basically the first two shorts on this channel. As we are the newly inducted warlord, we start the game with a normal type Eevee. And then we get challenged by people from the Fire Warlord. The general gist of this game is pretty simple. You're on a grid with up to 6 characters and you must knock out the other Pokemon to progress. Unlike other strategy RPGs, each character only has one move they can use. This means Jigglypuff here will only be able to use Double Slap and our Eevee will only be able to use Quick Attack. Instead of having levels or XP, there's Link experience, which is that's XP, it's your level. It's your level, it just goes into the .00s. We then go and fight a wild battle, level up, and I make an astonishing discovery.
Hey, that does more than 2. It's like 2.2? No way. I have Gale Force. That's insane.
It's called Celebrate, but it really means that if you KO someone, you'll get to move again. In a strategy RPG, this is insanely useful, and you can bet your butt I'm gonna be using it. It's now time to take revenge on Ignis that wronged us by attacking. It's time to make this monkey pay. This map is set up so there will be pillars of fire that will randomly show up and block your way. Luckily for me though, this is the first boss, so they don't make this hard at all. It's a little annoying to having to maneuver around the lava, but sometimes they just kind of play themselves. With the Fire Kingdom under our control, we have to take on the Grass and Water Kingdoms. Since we picked up a Charmander dude from the Fire area, we decided it would be smart to go take on the Grass Kingdom led by Muntari. This map has little grass patches that'll teleport you to a different one, meaning it's a maze to kind of figure out where you need to go. And unlike the previous maps, this isn't a kill everyone on the other team. It's a capture the banners. To capture a banner, you simply have to stand on it, and to capture one that's already been captured, you just hit them off it with either a move or you kill them, and then you stand on that banner. I got surrounded in this corner, but it was really funny because unfortunately for them, I wasn't gonna die, and I could just capture the rest of the banners while they just sat there wailing on me. We then take on Fontaine. No, not the Genshin one. This map's gimmick is there are gates that hold water. If you press the button, it will either open or close the floodgates. If you close the floodgates, you can then cross the river and get to the Pokemon on the other side.
And with that, we've conquered everything.
And with that, we've conquered literally everything. And by literally everything, I mean a guy comes in and he's like, yo, you gotta conquer everything else. And then we get access to 3 more kingdoms: Fighting, Electric, and Bug. I decided to make the worst possible decision I could make and challenge the hardest one first: Fighting. I remember this stage's gimmick, and I really thought I could pull it off. So all you have to do is hold 4 banners for 5 turns, but the gimmick is there's a little square, and if you get hit while you're on that square, you will then be shoved off the arena. So if I were to say, shove everyone off the arena and then block the gate with someone that's not going to take too much damage, I could hold it for 5 turns easy.
Like, I definitely don't have the power to do this. Alright, it's kind of, yeah. Hold it for 5 turns. Okay, well, we might be rip here. Oh, he can shove. 81! And then Panzer's gonna kill Wooper. I tried to strategy this, it's not working out. Alright, yeah. No, this is definitely a wash. That's definitely a wash.
And with that failure, I did what literally anyone would have. I stopped playing the game for 8 months. I eventually put up a poll on this community tab here, and that's what everyone voted for. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go and finish this. And speaking of, while we're already on the community tab, I put up polls and stuff on there pretty regularly. So if you ever want to have an influence of what we're going to do on this channel, feel free to comment on there. And while you're in the top right corner, you see the subscribe. I'd appreciate it. We're almost at 1,000, and that's something I've always wanted. So yeah, would appreciate it, helps us out. Many months later, and having lost the Miku crown, we push towards electric. This map has electricity coursing through terrain, and there are buttons that you hit, and if they hit that, they will electrify everything in that color. So you can imagine that if you had a water type, this may not go super well, which was why I only have normal and grass types, so it's really simple, and that entire gimmick is pretty much nullified. We then head to the Bug Kingdom, which is full of big balls that you punch and they'll roll over your enemies. You can do a lot of damage with this, with any bonk, and I made some of the not best plays in the world, but unfortunately for the other team, they're still just full of bug types, so I don't need to say more than that. It's now time for our fated rematch with fighting. My plan was more or less the same it was when I tried the first time, but now I have much better Pokemon. Most notably, Carnivine that actually resists fighting. How much damage do you do? 36. Oh, and then again. Yo. We then learn there are two warlords that are known for their combat prowess and that stand in our way. We know that if we want to take on Nobunaga, we're going to need to recruit them. We then charge into battle and get turned away, asking us to come back when we're stronger, and having known that they are like, they're going to attack us, that they just send someone while we're away, so we have to go repel that attack. Unfortunately for them, they're rock types, and I'm full of water types, so yeah. Oh, also, we can evolve now. Yo, I forgot. Yo, look, I've evolved. We then go right back to this guy that disrespected us, and this map is another claim all the banners, but you have to ride an elevator to the top of the tower to claim each banner, and if you're unfortunately on the wrong turn, it'll just blow you off. The funny thing about this battle though is it's the same team that just attacked us, but with a Rhyperior, who is in fact still 4 times weak to water. After taking this kingdom, we have a massive surprise. The other warlord that didn't fight us comes to pledge himself to us, and we're gonna take on Nobunaga together. We then have a happy little picnic, find out Oichi's brother's Nobunaga. Whoa! We then have access to the other 4 warlords, and we go to attempt the Dark One. This map has another funny gimmick. Every 2 turns, it'll randomly grab a Pokemon on the field and throw them in a hole with a whole bunch of items. Sure, this could be a really good thing because you'll get items, but if you have a Pokemon that's currently bottlenecking everyone, sent away, that's not going to end up good now, is it? Please don't take any of my 4. Take anyone else. Okay. We once again decide to ignore that kingdom and fight the weaker ones. We fought Rock. This one's really simple. There's a whole bunch of terrain and rocks that'll fall down and do a lot of damage after you hit them. Unfortunately for the other team though, they're a rock type. Sure, it's a good offensive type. When the game gives you so many grass and so many water types, it becomes child's play to get rid of it. We then get visited by a random merchant that happens to sell a lot of good stuff, including evolutionary stones, meaning their Eevee can become a Vaporeon, which helps out a ton considering they're no longer a normal type. Oh, I should have grabbed a Moonstone since I'm required to bring you for everything anyway. Whatever. That's my bad. Now that we have Vaporeon, we get to go and take our revenge. Having a 3 long hit water move that does really good damage is insane. On top of that, Vaporeon has so much HP, meaning its survivability is literally unmatched. Surely, right? We now have 2 more kingdoms to take down, and we go to take down Poison. Luckily for us, we have the Warlord's Gallade, which is gonna one-shot literally anything you throw it at, but this map has multiple trapdoors that'll bring you to different spots on the map. If you know where one goes though, it'll be easy to capture all the flags, but I can destroy the enemy team pretty easily, so as long as I have 1 flag, it doesn't matter. All that's left here is the flying type. This map has got jump pads. You step on them, you fly to the next area. But realistically, they're all flying anyway, so you can just wait for them to come to you and then dumpster them. Then Mr. Ice Guy shows up and tells Oichi she sucks, and she's like, man, your brother hates you, you're his problem, and we get access to the other 3 warlords. For this gauntlet, we start with the ghost type. This stage has Mischievous's that will randomly move around after people have gone, and Fire Wisps that'll do the same thing. Fire Wisp is in range of you at the end of the turn though, it will burn you. I don't really have much to add here since we're basically gonna dumpster all the remaining warlords. We go over to steel where there's gears where if you step on, they'll move pillars up and down. And then we actually get to Mr. Ice Guy, who actually has a silly map. This map has a big sheet of ice in the middle. As soon as you step on this, if you're not flying or ice type, you're about to slide your butt all the way to the other side. So I decided to deploy the same strategy I did with flying. We're gonna wait for them to come to us, even if it takes someone approximately 10 turns to get to us. And with that out of the way, there's only one person left, Nobunaga. His map consists of pillars that will do damage based off their color, meaning if it's red, it'll do fire damage to anything that's adjacent to it and potentially burn you. And then if it's grass damage, it's grass, water, water, you get the picture. But if it's a clear type, then it'll heal you instead. But with that out of the way, it's time for our showdown. Okay, so he only has 209 HP. I'm worried about Leaf Storm. I will have to watch out for that. If I remember right, this took me a couple tries as a kid. Oh, please kill the Scimitar, or oh, so close. You're right there. Okay, even if I can't move, I was hoping to be able to move once, but oh, I was gonna heal. That was totally a misplay. This is where he goes kind of crazy, I think. Yeah, we have him stuck in that wall, and honestly, that's pretty good for us. 30. The question is, oh, you get HP healed because he's next to it? That's... Do nothing again? Cool. That's really nice. Okay, that's fine, but what does Zekrom do? 'Cause that's what matters here. How much? Get this kind of raw. I want that guy gone. I'm gonna lose Vaporeon if I do that though. I'm doing 13 damage to him anyways. And missing. I'm also still getting hit by what I wrought. Well, that's where we're healing last. Sweet song. Okay, now that you're in that, you can be fodder. I really need him to stand. How much is that doing? Is it gonna kill? Oh, super kills. A nice crit. Oh, I can actually go over here. That's right, I can fly over people. Alright, give me that heal. Ah, bump. This is gonna be so... I think we lose it, to be perfectly honest. There's that boom. Terrible. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's super killing then. Or not. Okay, come on, get a crit. Okay, it's... Okay, yes, Zekrom can't hit this guy. Wait, he can't hit. It was ground. Ah, you... Like, sure, I guess it makes sense, but also heck you. We'll run out of time. Ow. Potion...
I just give up. Yeah, well, I can't win.
So, I might have lost to Zekrom multiple times, but I will, in fact, throw my head against that wall enough times until it works. It's an Arceus, no way!
I didn't do it good enough.
Hey, you know, Eevee, I know we've had you our whole time, but like this is God. You know, you don't mind moving over, do you? Just, you know, I need to casually. It's like when you dump your Lord for Lord 2. I'm sad. I wish we could have the swapped legendary Pokemon. Give me my favorite legendary Pokemon instead. I'll take him. We're just gonna hard focus the right side. It should be safe, so yeah, let's please hit. Laser's kinda not fun, but this kills him, yeah. I have to make sure people are alive to kill that guy. I didn't want to have to use my heal this early, but I feel like I have to. Rock is super effective against you. Oh wow, if you actually hit this, you're... Alright, I take back most of my problems with you. Not all of them, but most of them. I like how it actually takes like time to think. That was expected. Okay, so you're gonna... Metal Mirror putting in work. That's fine. Bye-bye. Even though that crit was done. Yeah, you're gonna nuke him. Bye-bye. Oh, that's right, he's Steel type. I'm blind. And by blind, I mean I'm just bad at Pokemon type matchups, apparently. Go, fight your brother. Slap him. Eh. 4. That's commendable. You attack your bro? Why not just go below? Courage. Should be a squidoosh. Sorry, God lives today. I literally think no one understands. Well, yeah, we did that for you. Don't worry about it. Perhaps you were the one. Brave warriors. Damn, I'm not worthy. No! We did it. We beat Pokemon Fire Emblem. I do wish Pokemon would make another strategy game, or just really any company to just make more strategy games that are just completely out of nowhere, because it just provides a unique experience for something that's essentially not supposed to exist, you know? But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Adios.